Scott Pierce at Listings to Leads, and welcome to the webinar on Facebook advertising and seller lead generation. So today we're going to cover how to market your listings on Facebook for lead generation, whether it's coming soon, just listed, open house, pending, or just sold. It might be your listing, it might be a listing that you borrowed. We'll also cover how to do seller ads up on Facebook, how to create a landing page, how to put it up on Facebook, and then how to set up automated follow-up. So a lot of stuff to cover in this webinar. If you are a client and you don't want to do any of the stuff that we're going to be talking about in this webinar, email success@listingstoleads.com, or just click on the support tab in your account and ask about our managed services where we do that for you. So we got a few different services that we offer relating to doing Facebook ads, and can get you in the right service for your budget. When you're at listingstoleads.com, I want to mention something here. When you scroll down from our website, you're going to see our blog, and there's a few things here that I'd like you to pay attention to and take a look at when you have time. One is follow-up strategies from successful agents who are closing business from the leads that they are generating. So take a look at this. No two people do things the same way. And so you've got some really good tips here, things that you can either just do en masse or things that you can incorporate into your current follow-up plans. All right, so you'll see things there for buyer leads and seller leads. Also, don't forget how to get 10 listings in 4 months. And you'll see other blog posts here as well. So a lot of great useful stuff at a blog. So right at listingstoleads.com, scroll down and you're going to see all of that great information. Now, when you first log into your account, it'll look something like this. There are great resources all over the place. All right, you got the Get Started with Listings to Leads, Facebook advertising. So take a look at this. Open house lead generation. Now we got that in here in the front because this is such a good status. It's a great activity, whether it's your listing or a listing that you are borrowing. So if you don't have a lot of listings and you need to really ramp up your buyer and seller lead generation, start thinking about borrowing listings to hold open, or if you got your own listings, start holding them open and using the tools within Listings to Leads, a few of which we'll cover today, to start generating both buyer leads and seller leads. All right, so a lot of great resources here right on the account homepage. If you're not in the mastermind group, get yourself into that. And then take a look at our training calendar. So our training calendar, not only is it related to live training, like the one that you're on now, but we've also got, for example, start marketing your next open house now. It's Monday. If you got an open house coming up in a few weeks, next weekend, you want to start marketing for that open house now. All right, don't wait till Thursday or Friday like so many people do. It's Monday, start now so you can maximize your buyer and seller lead generation. You also see on the account homepage how to get 10 listings in 4 months. So a lot of great stuff there right on your account homepage. So let's talk about listings first. All right, so I want you to make sure that you are advertising at least 1 listing a week. All right, if you got the budget for it, I'd like you to do 2 listings a week. And this is part of creating an overall marketing and advertising strategy on Facebook. All right, you don't want to be just advertising for seller leads only. You want to present to your local market area, your sales area, a book of business. All right, a book of business is listings that might be coming soon, just listed open house, maybe a listing that's pending or just sold. All right, think about just sold listings. Those might be listings where you're the listing agent, but they also might be listings that you're the selling agent. All right, so think about marketing listings that are, again, whether they're coming soon, just listed, open house, active listings. All right, borrow listings. Go to the mastermind group, type in borrow into the search box, and you'll see some great posts talking about borrowing listings. All right, and then on the other side, pending and just sold. If you were the selling agent on a listing, right, your buyer bought it, I can come into the listing dashboard, click the green add listing button, and I can click on add listing, change the status at the top to just sold, and I can add that listing that my buyer just bought. All right, just sold listings are a great way to generate seller leads, but they're also a great way to let those homeowners know, right? When you're trying to generate seller leads, you want to let these homeowners also see that you are selling listings. All right, and it doesn't really matter if you're the buying agent or the selling agent or the listing agent. All the homeowner needs to know is you help get that property near them sold. All right, so we want to be advertising, again, listings at different statuses, because that's going to help us when we go to advertise for home value estimates, right? Going after pure seller leads. So let's go back to the main listing dashboard. And we got our listings in the account. And I'm going to talk about my open house listing. All right, I got an open house for this listing. I'm going to click on the task list. And right here, social media posts and ads, your social media. I'm going to hit the drop down. And I'm going to do a Facebook post, and then I'm going to turn that post into an ad. All right. Now, what I'm going to show you will work with any status. So for any listing in your account, you can do this. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click the Facebook share tool. And you see I got my social media share image right there. I'll show you in a little bit where you can edit that. I'll say open house in Granite Bay. Now, if you're subscribed to Listing Leads text service, notice that will automatically appear in the banner, but we're also going to put it in the text here. All right, so the first two things are really key, right? What is it? Open house in Granite Bay. This is going to help us make sure that we track the right people to click the ad and actually fill out the landing page, right? So whether it's open house in Granite Bay, coming soon in Folsom, just listed in Lincoln, pending in El Dorado Hills, you get the idea, right? So status and location. The second part, what do we want them to do and what will they get when they do it? All right, we want them, right? We want to generate leads. That's what we want to do. But to generate leads, we got to give some information to people, all right? And so we're telling them here, click or text, right? Because if they send a text, then they'll get the mobile responsive virtual tour and you will get the phone number. So we want them to click or text for instant access to all photos, details, and more, all right? Now, if you had like a 3D tour or property video, I might put to instant access to 3D tour, all photos, all right? Or property video, I might put in property video, right? So what do you want them to do and what will they get when they do it? And then I'm going to put just a little blurb about the property. So I can do this in a list format. I can do it in a paragraph format. Don't just copy and paste the property description. On Facebook, people don't spend that much time. So you want to put just a few key salient points about the house that you think will most attract the target audience. All right, so I might put large home with 4 bedrooms. Actually, I wouldn't put 4 bedrooms. I'd say large home with open right. It could be, maybe there's an updated kitchen, master bedroom on the first floor, close to shopping, right? Whatever the main characteristics of that property are as it relates to your target audience. So I got all the text ready. Again, what and where. What do they have to do and what will they get when they do it? Or what do we want them to do and what will they get when they do it? And then just a little bit more information about the property. All right, easy, easy, easy. I'm going to do 2 more things, emojis, hashtags. So on a Chrome Mac, I do emojis and symbols, and I might do a home emoji. And I like to do them at the end of each sentence. I don't like to clutter up my post too much. but I've seen posts without any emojis, and I've seen posts with tons of emojis work really, really well, right? So there's really no hard and fast rule about how to use emojis. I just kind of just try to use some common sense. All right, a couple of hashtags as it relates to my area and my business. So I've got the hashtag of the area for the open house. I got a hashtag for my team, right, for my business. And then I got a hashtag for the status. There might be other hashtags that you're trying to pull in. So put the hashtags as appropriate. Now, once we get this post ready to go, where it says share on your timeline, share on a page you manage, then I'm going to put this on my unbranded community page. All right, I'm going to put this on my unbranded community page called Granite Bay Homes. So this will be a post. Once I click the post to Facebook in the lower right-hand corner, this will be a post on my unbranded community page. I could do my branded business page. We typically recommend that you start off doing it to your unbranded community page though. So it'll be a post on my page and no one's going to see it. Right? So it's on Facebook, but only the people that like my page are going to see it. And the likelihood of even them seeing it may or may not be so good. All right? Depends on the Facebook algorithms, depends on what they're doing that day. All right. But at least it's going to be up on Facebook. So I'm going to click in the lower right-hand corner, post to Facebook. And now I got my landing page up on Facebook. I can check the box. But now, right, we didn't do that just to have a post on Facebook. We wanted to generate some leads. So let me show you how to take that post. In fact, let's navigate to that post. Let's go to our page. Let's take a look at that post we just made. So I'm on my Granite Bay Homes page. The landing page, you see it's got the countdown counter and it's got the, I've got Drift. So I'm using a chat bot called Drift. You see that pop up right there. And then I can click on the continue with Facebook button and you can generate leads. All right. So from the post, you see it automatically links the image to the landing page. And again, they can text to get the mobile responsive virtual tour sent to them. But like I just said, only the people that like this page are ever going to see this. And even them, right? What percentage of them are going to see it? Not a lot, right? So we need to do an ad. We need to really get this out there. Now we could boost the post, but I'm going to come into the ads manager. There's a little downward triangle in the upper right-hand corner of your Facebook account. And if I click that, it opens up the menu and I can go to create ads, right? So pause this video. If you're watching the recording on YouTube or in our support center, pause the video as needed and just follow along. But this is super, super simple. There's a few steps. It'll take a couple of minutes. And again, if you don't want to do this, either email success@listingstoleads.com or click on support in your account. You'll see the support tab in your Listings to Leads account. Click on that and ask support for more information about our managed services. So to do the ad, click on traffic. And I might do 4704 Gold. I'm just going to do the address and status. Hit continue. Now on the second page here, let's let this load up. Looks like it's being a little slow, but we will get there. So as Facebook is populating here, I'm going to scroll down to the tab called of the section called Audience. And I want to make sure I've got everyone in this location selected. That what typically will be default right there. And then under United States, type in the zip code. You'll see my potential reach is 20,000. Now, by leaving everyone in this location selected, I'm going to get everyone in this location, everyone recently in the location, and everyone traveling in this location, all right? So it's not going to be just people that live here, right? That's a different option, right? And we'll do that for seller leads, but for buyer leads, I want to get everyone even traveling through the location. I'm going to add another zip code. And I would say 3 zip codes would be the max, all right? Don't go above 3 zip codes because again, when I put in a zip code, and if I leave everyone in this location, or just leave it, you don't have to do anything, but just understand, it's not just everyone who lives here, it's everyone traveling through and recently in the area, all right? So once I get my 1, 2, or 3 zip codes selected, I'm gonna scroll down. Age, I'm gonna scroll down to, it really depends on the listing and it depends on the area. All right, I'm gonna say from 28 and I'll say 65 and older. Now, if this was more of a first-time home buyer house, maybe a 1-bedroom condo, right, a small house, right, more for a younger audience or younger target market, you know, I might take the age and I might go down to like 55 or whatever. All right, but just understand age is a variable and it can really depend on both the listing and the area. I'm gonna scroll on down, and I'm not gonna do anything under detailed targeting, but I am going to click exclude people. Now, Facebook is changing things around a lot. So as you watch this video, things may be different already. But I'm gonna type in real estate under exclude. Now I'm gonna look for job title. Notice there's job title real estate broker, job title real estate manager. And I can select one, then I can repeat it. Type in real estate again, find the other job title. Because I want to exclude these people, not because they're gonna change my potential reach, but because I'm paying per click. And if I can get some of these people from not seeing my ad, the better, right? Realtor, all right? And just, you can repeat that, or you can repeat that several times until you get all the job titles. Don't do interest, right? You're looking for a job title and exclude those. Save the audience, all right? If you think you might be running ads for buyers in this area, save the audience. This makes that process a little bit easier, all right? So first section was audience. Second section is placements. Click edit placements. Super easy. Again, pause the video if you need to, if you're watching the recording. There's 4 sections here. First one's called Facebook. Uncheck the bottom 2. Second one is Instagram. I leave it. Third section is audience network. I uncheck that, and that'll uncheck everything there in that section. And then the 4th section is Messenger. I'm going to uncheck that. So at the end of this, I just got Facebook feeds and instant articles, and then I've got Instagram. Again, this is another variable, all right? You can do whatever you want here, do what works best for you, but start the way I just showed. Next part, budget and schedule. I'm going to change daily to lifetime. Now, here's where you got to watch this, right? Facebook is they want you to run the ad for a month and spend 350 bucks. I don't want to do that. I want to run the ad for a week. In this case, it's an open house ad. So I'm going to run it through the end of my open house, which is Sunday the 26th. And it is at 11 a.m. or 1 p.m., but I'm going to run it through the late night of that day, because there might be somebody that missed the open house that would love to see that property, and so I don't want them to miss that. All right, so I run it to Sunday night late. Even though my open house ends at 3 or 4 o'clock, I'm gonna let the ad run until 11 p.m. And then importantly, I'm gonna change my budget. How much do I wanna spend to advertise this open house? I'll say 50 bucks, all right? So just to review, I changed from daily to lifetime. I set my end date to be appropriate for the ad. So it's either a week, so I would just go from Monday to Monday, Wednesday to Wednesday, Friday to Friday. Or in the case of an open house, I would go to the end of the open house, right? Late night, like I did here. And then set your budget. You want to spend 50 bucks, 60 bucks, whatever. I'm gonna click where it says reset your start date to today. I don't know why Facebook does that. It's so weird how Facebook will actually, as you're setting the ad, they'll put your ad as if it was too late to run. So sometimes you have to click that weird little link there for them. All right, but either way, scroll down now to the bottom and hit continue. Now we want to use that post that we just put on our unbranded community page, right? Remember we just made that post on our unbranded community page. So right at the top, it says use existing post. Right? We don't want to have to create the ad from scratch. We already got what we want to use for the ad. So I'm going to use existing post. Under identity, use the drop down and find the page that that post is on. So in my case, it's under Granite Bay Homes, my unbranded community page. And let Facebook repopulate. And now under creative, select a post. And here's where we'll find that post that we just made. You can see I made it 2 minutes ago. And Facebook's been a little bit slow, but you'll see an image of the ad or the post. So that should help jar your memory. So there you go, open house in Granite Bay. Facebook is gonna populate what the ad is gonna look like. So give Facebook a few seconds here and you'll see the image will populate in here. Sometimes with the GoToWebinar, it kind of messes up the display of Facebook, but I think you get, there we go. So here's my ad, what my ad will look like on mobile, desktop. Yeah, looks like Facebook is still having a little issue showing it. You see it's still thinking there, but you can see here, here's the text that we did, right? The hashtags, the emojis that we did. Here's the image of the ad. I got my Facebook pixel working. You can see down here, I can see that it's working. And all I got to do is click confirm and get that ad or get that post as an ad on Facebook. And this way, everybody in 95746, 95630 who either lives or travels through those areas is going to see this ad. They're going to be between the ages of 28 or older, excluding people who have realtor, real estate, job titles, right? They're going to see this ad. When they click the ad, they're going to land on the landing page and be able to become a lead like we talked about earlier. All right. Any questions on any of that so far that we've covered? All right. Nothing earth-shattering. It's all pretty easy. But again, if you don't have time or the inclination to do the Facebook ads yourself, again, email success@listingtoleads.com or from within your Listings to Leads account, click on the support tab. We're more than happy to do it for you. All right. So we got an open house ad up on Facebook. Let's go back to the main listing dashboard. And I want to, again, I want to really instill in everybody, all right? I want you to make sure you're marketing at least one, if not two listings every single week, all right? If you don't have a budget for two, I totally get it. Advertise at least one listing a week. If you don't have any listings, borrow listings, all right? Don't keep advertising, right? Most agents have either 0, 1, or 2 listings, all right? At some point, you don't want to keep trotting out that same listing over and over and over again, right? So think about borrowing listings. If you've been marketing the same listing for a month, borrow somebody else's listing. All right. Don't be too proud. Don't think that it's a sign of weakness. All right. I had someone, I was looking at the stats. She generated over 100 buyer leads last week for somebody else's listing. All right. That's 100 buyer leads for her that she generated. It's like 120 or something, 115, 120 leads off of somebody else's listing. All right. Now, let me show you a few things here related to what we've been doing. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the profile. I click on the upper right icon, I go to the profile. I'm gonna show you how to set the lead forms globally for all listings in your account. And I'm gonna show you how to add the Facebook pixel to all of your tools. And then I'm gonna show you how to get those leads into your CRM automatically, all right? Now, first things first, just on the main profile dashboard, click Preferences. And I'm gonna scroll down just a little bit. Listing lead capture forms. So I've got my global profile setting that they will display after 10 seconds. I'm using forced registration, meaning they can't get by it without filling it out. I'm enabling the Facebook registration. I can check or uncheck that. So any of these edits I make here will flow through all of my listings, right? So keep that in mind. So if you ever want to change up how the lead capture forms work, I can not use Facebook and just use a standard lead form where they type in their name and email, right? I can make phone required or not. All right, so I got all that stuff right there. Second thing I want to show you, the Facebook pixel. Click conversion codes. All right, so you'll see I can add a Facebook pixel right here, and that will add it to everything in my account. All the landing pages, all the listings, everything will get that Facebook pixel, right? Now, I can override that or edit that at the listing level. All right, you saw at the listing level for that landing page, I had that chat bot that came up, all right, because I added that at the listing level. I wouldn't want to add that at the profile level because then it would be on all my landing pages. It wouldn't really be appropriate for that, right? So I talked about the lead form under preferences, talked about the Facebook pixel under conversion codes, and then for CRMs, there's a couple of ways to get your leads to your CRM, right? One is via API. Do we have an API with that CRM? So you'll see Wise Agent, Line Desk, Boomtown, Real Geeks, Contactually, Top Producer, and then we've also got a Zapier private beta. For any of these, use this section, right? If you would like Zapier added to your listings to leads account, again, click on support, ask for the Zapier beta to be added to your account, right? You can get Zapier put into your account. For CRMs not listed here, like Follow Up Boss, Realty Juggler, Market Leader, and others, back at the main account page under profile details, you can put the email from whatever program you've got, like Follow Up Boss. Just drop it in here under one of these email sections that you've got. Select Send Leads To, and click Save. And I know a lot of them have this kind of an email. So for example, if you're using Realty Juggler, Follow Up Boss, Market Leader, any of these, just ask them, where's the email for my account so that I can put it in listings to leads so that my leads flow automatically to my Follow Up Boss account, my Realty Juggler account, my Market Leader account, all right? Make sense for everybody? And that way those leads get dropped in automatically. You get your follow-up plans assigned, and everything is beautiful, right? And again, don't forget though, don't forget at our main website, scroll down, make sure even if you get it into whatever CRM you're using, I would still recommend taking a look, right at our website homepage. Make sure to take a look at lead follow-up tips from successful agents. And I'm gonna click on that again because there's one tip I want to show you, right? They're all powerful, they all work, but you know those drip campaigns that come with your CRM? This is she's pretty experienced. This girl, this woman she knows what she's doing. And so when she says something, like any of these clients on this page, they're all like people that we all should be listening to, right? And I just love this one here because I've heard this from a few other people as well. I've tested a bunch of different strategies, and there's a direct correlation in length of email to response. The shorter the email, the more response I get. All right, almost to the point where the email seems like it's missing something because it's so short. All right, so I would ditch all those canned follow-up programs that come with whatever CRM you're using, and I would just redo them, and I would keep them short, keep them sweet, but I would still make sure I read all of this because you're going to find some really good golden nuggets in here that are going to help you convert those leads, right? And you'll see how listings to leads is going to be a big help in that, all right? So in the profile, we covered the listing lead capture forms, how to edit them. We covered the Facebook pixel, how to add that to your account. And then we also covered how to make sure that those leads get into your CRM, right? All good stuff right there. Now, I'm going to show you one more thing because a lot of people are freaking out right now about the changes that Facebook has made to their targeting, all right? So homeowners, for example, is no longer allowed to be targeted. You can't target people because they're a homeowner anymore, all right? We've got so many tools to generate seller leads, it's ridiculous, all right? And one of them, I'm sure you're remembering, I'm sure some of you have already started looking at that. How did he generate 10 listings in 4 months? Well, there's a tool that every listing has, and I'll let you read the whole post or watch the whole video later, but let me just show you the tool I'm talking about. And it's really 2 parts. Click on tasks for any listing, and the tool in particular, print flyer for nearby homeowners. I'm going to open it up. And this print flyer, when you watch the video on our YouTube channel, or you read the post on how to generate 10 listings in 4 months, all he did was he got this letter to the homeowners around his listings twice during the listing, right? He would do it once for, I think he said once for open house and then once for just sold, right? Now you can do it 3 times, 4 times. I think 2 to 3 is kind of the sweet spot. If I could get this letter 3 times to the homeowners who are on my open house, I would, right? But he did 2 and got 10 listings in 4 months, right? So this thing sits in an editor, and the reason why it generates so powerful, better quality seller leads than what you're normally going to get doing ads, right, is because it lets the people around the listing know, in this case, it's that you're having an open house, but it also lets them know that when the home is sold, it's going to affect their home's value, right? Now, all you got to do is click the download button. It will download that letter. Then you can either send it to a mailing house to print up and mail, number 10 envelope, handwritten type font. You can drop it off, you can door knock, whatever you want to do. But this letter typically generates this letter generates more seller leads and more higher quality seller leads than postcards, right? So here's the letter. And I'm just going to tell you, whatever listing you've got, I would print this up and I would get this to 50 homes around my listing today, right? If you got the budget and the time to do 100, I would do 100. I don't care if you mail it, if you door knock, if you door drop, if you handwrite the envelopes yourself, if you send it to a mail house to do it for you, these things are going to generate seller leads for you that are higher quality than most other seller leads that you're generating from different social media platforms, all right? So every listing has it. Every time I change the status of the listing, that letter is going to update. So I can get that same letter to the same homes around that same listing, all right? But of course, I would want to do it at different statuses. So open house and then just sold. Coming soon, open house, just sold, all right? So make use of that letter. The other thing that you've got that generates really good seller leads is the e-flyer for your database. Let me scroll down a little bit so you can see it better. Right here, e-flyer for your database. Again, I'll click to open up the task. The e-flyer for your database, similar to the print flyer for nearby homeowners. It lets your database know about your listing, and it lets your database know that when this listing is sold, it will affect nearby homes, right? And so to send this to my database, I just click the copy code button. Code was successfully copied. I can see that down the lower left. Go to whatever CRM I use. In my case, I'm showing you LionDesk. I use LionDesk and Wise Agent. I've also got Top Producer. I've got a lot of them, but this works with all of them, right? In LionDesk, you go to Contacts. And then next, again, pause the video if needed. If you're watching this on a recording on YouTube, pause this video as needed. Bulk actions, email, contacts. Don't forget to put in a subject line, like just sold in Granite Bay, your home value has changed. And then in the body of the editor, right, here's the editor where my email will go. I just click on source, paste in the code, Command V, or Command V, click OK, and there's that email, right? When people click this, they go to a property valuation landing page. I'm generating seller leads. If they go to this link, they go to the single property website for the listing. And if they send a text, again, they get the mobile responsive virtual tour sent to them, and I get their phone number. It's a win-win situation all the way around, right? So for both of these items, whether it's the e-flyer for your database, make sure you click on the light bulb icon, and that'll take you to the support page for it. So e-flyer for your database. And then similarly, the print flyer for nearby homeowners. Again, I click on the light bulb icon, and that will take me to the support post for this. All right, make sure you're using this. Now, I'm taking time out of a Facebook advertising and seller lead generation webinar to show you print and email database stuff. All right, I'm doing it because your goal in it here is not to be doing Facebook ads. All right, that's just the means to the end. Your goal is to generate seller leads and buyer leads. And so I don't want to, I would feel like I'm doing you a disservice by not showing you those two tools along with really everything else. But those two tools are crushing it for our clients and are generating listings, high quality seller leads, and actually high quality buyer leads out of our clients' databases using those tools, right? So make sure you're using those two. You got to be using all the tools, but make sure you're using those two tools in particular, all right? You don't want to miss it. All right, let's get to landing pages. But before I do, any questions on anything that I've covered so far? All right, anybody have any questions on anything that we've covered so far? All right, we're good to go. I will click on the landing page tab, and we'll let this come up. Now, I didn't mention this before, but when you first joined Listings to Leads, you will have seen the walkthroughs, right? These, I know they're annoying, but when they're not annoying is when you need them. And so they will auto kick off the first 3 times you land on a page, right? And I pull this to you, I draw your attention to this because these walkthroughs will usually, we edit these walkthroughs every couple of weeks based on our clients' use of the pages. And so make sure you're looking at the walkthroughs. If you ever get to a page and you're a little bit confused, if there's a walkthrough icon, use the walkthrough icon. All right, that'll help you get going. There's also the support light bulb as well. But let's create a property evaluation landing page, and let's get that up on Facebook. All right, again, I shouldn't say again, I'm sorry. Based on the walkthrough, I know to go to Property Evaluation Plus, the drop down. Somebody give me a location that they want to generate seller leads for, right? Sarasota. That's funny. I used to live in Sarasota. I love Sarasota. Oh, we have a lot of clients in Sarasota. Now, the only thing I'm going to mention about Sarasota, and this is, yeah, I want all of you to kind of think about this. I totally forget some of the neighborhood names. Sarasota is kind of a medium-sized city, but would you be better to go Siesta Key? Right, that's a neighborhood within Sarasota. Right, so think about, like, I would never want to do San Francisco because that's a big city, and there's very few real estate agents in San Francisco that actually do the entire city. Right, most agents they kind of go by district for the most part. There's different districts that they focus on, and there's certainly different districts that they want to get seller leads from versus others. All right, so think about, should you be doing the city as location, or should you be doing the neighborhood / district as location? All right, once you got that squared away, notes. All right, this is private, no one's ever going to see this. I'll just do week 1 market update. Now notice I've got a lot of property valuation plus landing pages for Granite Bay alone, and that's because I get unlimited landing pages with every Listings to Leads account. So I got unlimited landing pages. I don't need to try to use just one landing page. And that's key, because if you keep rolling out that same landing page week after week, it's going to start decreasing in its effectiveness. All right, I'm going to start generating fewer and fewer leads. So I want to have at least 4 landing pages for every area so that I'm staying fresh. All right, so the property valuation plus Siesta Key week 1 market update. I'm going to check the text IVR. You'll see what happens there, and click the green Add Landing Page button. That'll take me to the editor. Now, this landing page is ready to go. All right, now I'm not going to run with it yet, but this landing page is ready to go. There's nothing I have to do, but there's a few things I'm going to do. One is I'm going to upload a background image from Google Earth that relates to my area. So you can see I can upload either a video or an image. So I'll upload an image. Go to my computer where I've got some nice images from Google Earth. I just use Google Earth. All right, I use Snagit I bring Google Earth up on my monitor. I use whatever image capturing software you've got to capture the image. Hit OK. File uploaded successfully. Hit preview. And there we go. Just change my background. Now, once I like the preview, I'll click save. I always like to make sure I'm clicking save as appropriate. And then once it saves, give it a second here. Looks like it might still be saving. Yeah, it's still saving. Let's give it a few seconds here. There we go. I will collapse the background. I will look at my social media share image. What is the image going to look like when I post this on Facebook? So I can change the position of the banner. I can change the color. And I can upload a different image altogether. All right, I can upload a different image altogether. I can click select new image, upload a different graphic, right? Whatever I want to do. But I like this one. I think it looks good. I'll click save. Notice below the image, if you need to check your Facebook image text check, right, to make sure you don't have too much text in the image, you can do that here. And if you need to clear the Facebook cache, I can click right here for more information on how to do that. All right. So once I got my image, now I can also email the image to myself. I can download the image. If I want to post this to Instagram, right? And this is true with the images for your listings. I got the Instagram version as well. The only thing on Instagram though, I can't click. So I'll leave it as is. So go ahead and close it when you're done. Styles and color, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm good to go here. Lead form text, all right? So if I want to change the text on the landing page, I can, right? And you'll see if I make any changes here, it'll change what's over here, but the text is fine. And then lastly, form fields, all right? I'm not even going to cover this because I recommend leaving it as is, all right? But you can get in here and I can play around with what kind of information am I going to collect from my landing page, all right? The other thing I want to show you is under advanced options and follow-up. In particular, I want to make sure that you see this under follow-up. Check that box and that will send emails. So every time I generate a seller lead, the first week of every month. So if I were to check this today, and I'll click Save All Changes, between today and the 1st of September, any seller lead that I've generated between now and then will get a monthly, automated monthly follow-up email. And I'll show you what it looks like. You'll see it says Send Test Email. Click Send. And let me see if I can, in my other monitor, I'll check for that email in a second. I'll show you what it looks like so you can see what it looks like. But we got this available for where home values are available and where home values are not available, all right? So you could be in Canada, New Zealand, Australia, England, the US, wherever, Central America, Latin America, the Caribbean, right? We've got clients all over the place. So every one of them will be able to get an automated follow-up email. And these emails are really, really good. Let me show you what one of them looks like. I'm not going to go click through everything. I'll let you do that yourself a little bit later. But it lets them know that their home value estimate is below, but it lets them know that it's a pretty wide range, and so they can click to schedule a time for you to come by to get a more precise home value estimate. This will go to your agent listing website where they can view the rest of your listings. This will go to your client review website from Zillow, if you got that in there. And then they will have their home value estimate below, all right? So that's the email. Take a look at that a little bit later. And for each one of these advanced options, if you click on the light bulb lower left, you will see how it works, right? This is for the automated monthly follow-up emails. Another one I'll draw your attention to is home value header. This is really, really good. Again, if I click on the light bulb, this allows me to use third-party content in such a way as to generate seller leads. All right, and I'll show you an example of what I mean by that. I'll click on celebrity news, Facebook post. These examples are right in the support post for you to take a look at. And so I can create a post that looks like this for my Facebook page. And when people click it, if I click that red button, I'll go to a property valuation landing page. And notice I can read the content that you wanted to share with me. But at the top, get my home value. That's taking me to a property valuation. Again, I'll click Save All Changes, click Close, and now we got our landing page. All right, so if I click View, I can see what the landing page looks like. Fill it out. Always fill out your landing pages at least once so you can see how they work. All right, see what you may not you may create a landing page the first time and still may not know really how it works. So always fill out your landing page once so you can see how it works. Now, I'm going to click on Share, and I'll click Share on Facebook. So let's create a post. So I might say a real popular one And if it's record home sales, right, maybe they're record home sales, I'm not sure which record. You might want to put that, right? Was the highest home sale ever, the most homes, the most sales volume, right? Whatever, right? If you can put that in there, that'd be awesome. Then I'll put right, free and instant. All right. Kind of similar to the ads for the listings as far as the text, right? What and where, right? Instead of open house in Granite Bay, it's 53 homes sold in Siesta Key. Now, homeowners is no longer available as an option in Facebook, right? So this is going to help us make sure that we are attracting the right people, right? I don't need renters seeing my ad, right? They're going to see it, but I don't need them clicking it. So I want to make sure that all the text is clear, concise, and to the point, more so now than ever. This will be more important than ever, all right? Making sure that the text of our ad aligns properly with our target market, which in this case is Siesta Key homeowners, right? So then I'm going to put in a couple of emojis. I'm still going to do that. I might put the home emoji, and I might add another one here because there's the graph, the upward graph. And then I might go to here and do the people. And maybe I'll do the thank you. And then at the last, I'll do the heart. And yeah, sometimes just kind of have fun with it. Right there again, there's no science behind emojis, right? There are articles and different papers that I've read that emojis help get more clicks and help get more leads. But really beyond that, right, it's just kind of rule of thumb and common sense, all right? I don't want emojis littering up my post too much that it makes it hard to read. I want my emojis to be somewhat relevant, if possible, to my content. Or in this case, we're not doing Granite Bay, doing right? Again, with my hashtags, got my post. Let's do it on a page you manage. And I'll do, again, my unbranded community page. Again, you can start everything with your unbranded community page. As you get more experience, you can start using your business page and just kind of see which one performs better for you. But always start with your unbranded community page first and hit post to Facebook. Now, we got 5 minutes left to the top of the hour. We will make it through. All right, we're going to make it through this. I'm going to go to my unbranded community page. And we're going to look at that post. So let's let Granite Bay Homes come up. There we go. It's been a little bit slow, but it'll get there. So there's the post we just did, right? 53 homes sold in Siesta Key in July 2018. Home buyers in Siesta Key have changed based on these record home sales. Click below to get your new home value estimate free and instant. All right, they click below. The landing page opens up. They put in the address. Click to get the value estimate. I'm generating seller leads. All right. So let's run this as an ad, similar to what we did for the listing landing page, right? For the open house that we had. So down arrow, create ads. Let Facebook come up, let the ads manager display and populate and all that good stuff. So let's give it a few seconds here. And Facebook is still churning, so let's wait a few more seconds. So again, under consideration, do traffic. Under campaign name, right? So you're going to do whatever works best for you. I like to do, obviously, the area, property valuation. So I know I'm using a property valuation landing page. Then August week 1, I run a different ad every week. I'm going to run this ad for only 1 week. And then week 2, I'm going to use a different Granite Bay landing page in my account. And I rotate them, right, every month. So week 1s are always the same landing page. Week 2s are the same landing page, right? So I rotate them and I repeat that every month. So I want to know which landing page I was using. Hit continue. All right, on page 2 of 3, scroll down, everyone in this location. So we're going to change that. Only people who live in this location. And let's see if Siesta Key will come up. Siesta Key, Florida, perfect. Right. Now it says plus 25 miles, current city only. That is key. That is critical. That is everything, right? Because if I were to leave it at plus 25 miles, goodness gracious, look at that. That's 500,000 people, right? Of which 457,000, so 99.99% of them essentially aren't relevant for this ad, right? So that's why that plus 25 can be scary, because if you leave it, you're going to just waste a lot of money. So make sure you got current city only. And if you can do, I don't know the zip code for Siesta Key, otherwise I would have just dropped in the zip codes, right? 1, 2, 3 zip codes, no more than 3 zip codes, right? Because your potential reach will get too big. But so Siesta Key, this way, and this really helps us make sure that we're, again, trying to target people who just live in Siesta Key. I can't do homeowners anymore, so I got to make sure I'm doing this right to save money. Siesta Key, again, minimum age, I'll say 26. Exclude realtor by job title. And I'll repeat that with real estate again. Now, I'm not interested in interest. I'm interested in, and I want to select job titles. All right, so I'll keep doing that. And let's actually just type in homeowners. It wasn't coming up anymore, and I'm hearing that it is, yeah. See, homeowners interest, that's not the right homeowners that helps target homeowners, right? It was homeowners demographics. That was the one that you wanted, but that's not there anymore, right? So don't type in homeowner interest, because that's a whole different ball game altogether, right? Again, save the audience if you need to. Under placements, just like before, I'm going to uncheck the bottom 2 for Facebook. I'm going to leave Instagram. I'm going to uncheck Audience Network entirely. I'm going to uncheck Messenger entirely. All right, so it should look like this under placements. Pause the video again if needed. Scroll down to budget and schedule. Same thing as last time. Change it to lifetime. I'm going to reset my end date. I'm going to edit my end date to a week from now. So it's August 20th to August 27th. Change my budget. I'll say 50 bucks. All right, so again, lifetime for 50 bucks for 1 week. Double, triple check that. All right. Hit continue in the lower right-hand corner. And this is again where we're just like last time. It's 12:01. We got 2 more minutes. We're going to be done. All right. So use existing post. So click on use existing post at the top of the next page, just like we did with the listing or open house. Come down and navigate to your unbranded community page or branded business page. In my case, Granite Bay Homes. And again, if you don't want to be doing ads like this is easy. Once you've done it a couple of times, everyone's like, it's easy. But if you don't want to do it, email success@listingstoleads.com or just click on support in your account, ask about managed services. We're more than happy to do this for you. So I selected Granite Bay Homes. Under creative, select a post. Right, there's the post that we just made, 53 homes sold in Siesta Key in July 2018. Again, you see I got my Facebook pixel fired up versus default pixel. and let Facebook populate and do its thing. We see the post looking good once the image populates. There we go. All right, 53 homes sold in Siesta Key in July 2018. So we don't have the homeowner demographic to select anymore, but by making sure, right, 53 homes sold in Siesta Key, and you can even do attention Siesta Key homeowners, right? There's different things that you can do, but this is a good one. So we try to make sure that we are targeting homeowners, all right? And I've actually had a few people tell me they've had renters who live in a home. So it's not really that they're interested in their home value, but they're interested in maybe buying the home, right? In fact, this happened to some friends of ours. I won't say who it was, but you know, they lived in a home. They were renting. They're new to the area, and they were renting until they could find a place that they wanted to buy. And they ended up buying the home that they were renting from the homeowner. I guess the homeowner didn't want to be a landlord anymore, and so they bought the home from the landlord. So you may get a renter filling out the landing page, and that's fine, right? Maybe they're looking to buy something. They just want to find out what is that home I'm looking at over there? What is that home worth, right? So if you get a homeowner, if you get a renter or a buyer filling out your landing page, take that as an indication that they're pretty serious about buying, because they wouldn't have filled out a property valuation landing page if they were not interested, right, in buying a home, most likely, right? The reason that a renter or a non-homeowner would fill out a property valuation landing page is because they're interested in what are these homes selling for, right? So I would make sure I totally contact them as well. All right, so any questions about anything we've covered today? All right, you have unlimited landing pages with your listings leads account. Make use of them. All right, you're not charged by the number of landing pages you create and use. And make sure on your account homepage, get over to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed already. You do not want to be missing any of the videos that we're putting up there, because as you can just see by these titles, they are powerful. They're helping change people's business, and they're helping people make more money. So get into our YouTube channel, subscribe to it, and don't ever miss another video again. So thank you everybody for joining us. If you have any questions, make sure to click on your support tab here. You may ask them about managed services. You may ask them about uploading an image for the landing page. Whatever it is, they're there to help. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody.